Hello, so today I tried to make a boat restaurant, which is a restaurant on a boat, basically, if the name doesn't give it away. I've never built anything like this before, mainly because I'm kind of out of my comfort zone when I start fucking about with water. I don't really make a lot of pools or ponds or anything like that, so I didn't even know if I could make it so that I could put like a moat around it, but eventually it did work and I was pretty pleased with that. But yeah, I mean, you can see what I'm doing, so I'm not really going to talk too much about that. Instead, I thought I would talk about something else, anything else. Usually I have some kind of idea about what I want to talk about because either something funny has just happened or something has happened that has reminded me of something funny that happened before. You follow? So usually I have some kind of idea, but I don't really. I'm not an endless part of funny things. Or funny stories. I say funny things. I'm not that funny. It's just that I've seen some things, man. I've seen some things that are pretty funny. Although if you've watched all of my videos up until now and you don't think they're funny, then I'm wrong. Sorry, but no, I don't have any stories for today, unfortunately. So instead, I'll probably just talk about some things that I miss because I've mentioned before I'm from the UK, I live in America. I love living in America, it's beautiful. I live in Texas, so it's nice and sunny, although it's not so sunny now because it's January, but it's really nice weather-wise. However, that said, no matter where you go, even if you go and move to paradise, it doesn't change the fact that there's always going to be things that remind you of home that you miss. And I was thinking about that today, so I thought that's what I talk about. A couple of things I really miss from home that I either can't, well, I say I can't get it. It's 2020, so I can just import whatever I want, but I can't have what I want when I want. So one of the biggest things I miss, Cadbury's cream eggs. I don't know if you can get them here, but I have done some online research, and I have been into some stores, and I can't find any, so I don't think you can get them here. So that's something I miss, and although it's something I can just order in, it's not the same because I only miss it when I want it, and when I want it, I can order some, but it'll be a month before it gets here. So it's almost like I have to think, right, what am I going to crave in a month's time? So it's the only thing I've managed to do with that mindset is with Frazzles. You know, the bacon flavoured crisps. They're the best crisps, so I actually do. I've imported like 4 multi-packs so far, so that's kind of like a regular order, so I know that I will always miss Frazzles. Sometimes Monster Munch. I think that's one of the big things in general is the crisps situation. Really miss them, so I like to import them. But yeah, crisps, cream eggs. I miss fish and chip shop chips. Like you have chips a bit like that. Like obviously they're called fries. If you ask for chips, you get nachos. But you say fries, and they're always skinny unless they're called steak cut fries, which are a bit more like, well, they're thick. You know, the hint is in the name, but they don't have any that are like proper fish and chip shop. You know, just things like roast dinner. We had Thanksgiving here, so I tried to make like a typical Sunday roast, and it was quite difficult. I tried to make my own Yorkshire puddings, but I used pancake mix instead of what was recommended on the website. So, I mean, in fairness, that was my fault, America. That's not on you, that's on me. And they just ended up being these like little greasy pancake things. And also I set the fire alarm off, which is terrifying. The fire alarm here, it just screams at you. If it goes off, it just goes, fire, fire, there is a fire. Shit myself I did from that. And bread. I really miss the bread because the bread here is nice, but it's a bit sweeter than what I'm used to. I was going to also talk about the things I don't miss, but I've rambled on so much about the stuff I do miss that I'm kind of running out of time, and I have less than a minute left. So not really enough time for me to say all the things I don't miss. So I'll just keep it sweet and say I don't miss anything about the UK. But yeah, as I said, obviously there are some wonderful things about living here. But I think there's always, no matter where you go, you're always going to have that. Nothing's quite like home, is it? That said, I'm not coming home because I want to stay here. But yeah, it's the video is ending now, so I'll stop rambling on and just summarise by saying thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Leave a few comments if you fancy. I wouldn't mind a bit of dialogue. But yeah, thanks very much. Have a good day. Goodbye.